The year is 1956. Imagine for a moment a humble family living in the Midwestern United States. A husband, wife, and 4 kids under the age of 12. They're having a hard time making ends meet, so the father, desperate to earn a better income and a better life for his family, decides to start selling vacuum cleaners door to door. After a slow start, including visits to a lot of houses and receiving a lot of rejection, he becomes one of the best vacuum salesmen and even has other vacuum salesmen working underneath him. He's gone much of the time, leaving his wife alone to tend to their 4 children. His career has its ups and downs. Even in those hard times, when asked how things were in the vacuum business, his common response to people was, "It sucks, but it's always picking up." At times, he's making a small fortune, and at others, he's flat broke. After 16 years of hard work, building the business from scratch, he saved enough money to invest in real estate. And he opened the doors to a little place called All Vacuum Center. This gentleman's name was Jim Cain. And that's All Vacuum Center. In Covington, Kentucky, which is Greater Cincinnati South, since 1975. His youngest son, Steve, known in the family for being handy, came to work for him that same year. Just out of high school, he made an agreement with his father, saying, "Dad, you're the salesman, I'm the handyman. You sell them, I'll fix them." Shortly after, Steve confided in his father by saying something else. He said, "Dad, I really like this job because I have no idea how much money I'll make at the end of the year." Does that sound familiar? And just like that, another entrepreneur was born. With that comment and in that opportunity, Steve Cain, the son, second generation, All Vacuum Center now, saw the opportunity to be as successful as he wanted to be and also take over the family business. But unfortunately, one day of taking over the family business came sooner than he would have liked, when his dad passed away only a few years later at the age of 59. Leaving Steve, still in his 20s, to take over that business and coincidentally become the primary breadwinner for his now widowed mother. This is Steve Cain. This business continues. In fact, as a legacy to his father, All Vacuum Center remained at its original location before opening 2 new locations. Since the passing of his father Jim, Steve has sold thousands of vacuums and air purifiers, and the company prides itself on being known as the best in breed of vacuum cleaners. Steve commonly jokes with his clients by saying, "Thank goodness for Walmart and Sears for selling the cheapest and shoddiest vacuums known to mankind." I have to tell you something that is breaking my heart. Dawn, I brought a prop, and somebody took it from me. Behind that corner and that screen right there, I had a vacuum cleaner, and I was going to pull it out. Now, who took my vacuum? Nobody's going to confess they took my vacuum? All right, we're going to go without it. Imagine for a second I have my vacuum in my hand. That's right. Presenting is moving on the fly, so we're going to move on the fly. Imagine for a second I have my vacuum in my hand, and I've got a volunteer that's going to help me, and it's Janae, sorry. If you can come up and join me up here, I'm going to ask her, and incidentally, this is a really good example of a volunteer for this exercise, face our crowd, because tell them what you do for a living.
I'm a professional organizer.
Okay. Now, does that make sense? All right. Now, you do that both at business and at home, right?
Yes.
So have you seen cluttered houses?
Yes.
Have you seen houses that you wish you didn't see?
Yes.
Okay. You know, a thing like a vacuum cleaner, as inspirational as that story was about Steve, who incidentally is a Pros for Life member in our community in Cincinnati, if he or anyone described their business poorly, you could lose what you just learned about him as far as the sensitivity, right? Okay, so let's turn around and do this together. Let's take a look at how Steve, this is almost like a game show. Take a look at the board. Take a look. Not yet. Take a look at how Steve might describe his business. And Steve worked with me, and I worked with him on this very thing. And I said, Steve, tell me some of the features of what you do. And he said, our vacuum cleaners have the highest suction rating in J.D. Powers. Interesting, yeah? All right, what else? The level suction in year 1 and 10. What that means is that you have, from the first day to the last day, it's even, right? So that's important to you, right, Jeanette? Say yes. All right, good. Okay. It has a non-braking belt with top speed brush roll, whatever that means. We also have soft rubber wheels with 360-degree swivel. How cool. Incidentally, it's 99% efficient because of the HEPA filter exhaust. Starting you on? Okay, one last one. And he says, I offer a personal guarantee. We've always heard that, right? So, which one do you want to say between so what, who cares, and no thanks?
All of them.
What if he described it differently? What if he described this, instead of saying highest suction rating by J.D. Powers, he said, and incidentally, you're a homeowner, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you've been in a lot of homes and you know that there's expensive carpet in those homes.
Yes.
Okay? Odds are, what is the average price for an installation of carpeting in a home? 3,000 square feet. Any flooring people here? $5 grand, not uncommon? It's $3 grand in Cincinnati. Everything's more expensive out here. Is 3 to 5 grand normal? More? 8 grand? All right, let's pick that number. What if you could extend that life up to half to 2 times longer? Would that save money? So what instead of highest suction rating, that we double the life of your carpet, your expensive carpet? One more. How about it never leaves dirt behind? And incidentally, Steve made a comment. He said, nobody tries to vacuum to get some of the dirt. Try to get all of it. Now the non-braking belt top speed brush roll. Oh, before I do that, you have children, right?
No.
Yes, you have 3. They're triplets under the age of 1. Have mercy on you. Have mercy on you. Non-braking belt top speed brush roll enables your babies to eat Cheerios off the floor, not dirt and hair. Okay? Yes. The next one, those 360 swivel wheels enable your expensive hardwood tile and floors remain in perfect condition. The 99% efficient HEPA filtered exhaust, you can breathe easy in your dust-free home. And by the way, Steve will also tell you this, 80% of the dust that flies around goes straight through those cheap vacuums and goes right out the other side. Breathing that is what you're doing. And lastly, it's not a personal guarantee, it's 55 years of experience from Jim and Steve Cain and the family legacy, and if anything goes wrong, they'll fix it. They'll fix it. And I gotta ask you,
Sold.
would you really? Would you buy one? All right, I've got a vacuum somewhere in here. I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. Give it a round of applause.